Parker kids, some of you may have noticed that the stories in our curriculum are taking us towards Jesus' death and resurrection. Don't worry, don't check your calendars. It's still September and Easter is not coming up in a few weeks. But repeating these stories are great reminders of how much Jesus loves us. So in this week's video, we see a time when Jesus and his disciples share the first Lord's Supper together, what we know as communion. Believers take the Lord's Supper or communion to remember what Jesus did for us in his death and resurrection. We remember God's faithfulness and we look forward to the day he will return. As you watch, what does Jesus do for the disciples at the beginning of the meal?
Hi friends, it's me, Megan, and this is Jessie.
Hello.
Jessie, do you smell something icky?
Nope.
No, I smell something. Oh, Jessie, I think it's your feet.
Really?
Yeah, when was the last time you changed your socks?
I turned them inside out yesterday, so they are good as new.
I don't know about that, but your smelly feet reminded me of today's Bible story. Jesus washed his friends' feet. Let me tell you about it. Jesus' friends went into the city to get the Passover meal ready. Then they sat at the table with Jesus. Jesus knew it was almost time to go back to his Father in heaven. Jesus got up from the table. He poured water into a bowl and started washing his friends' feet. What was Jesus doing? Only servants washed people's feet. Jesus was a king. Peter wanted Jesus to stop. "You will never wash my feet," he said. Jesus answered, "If I don't wash you, you do not belong to me." "Don't just wash my feet then," Peter said. "Wash my hands and head too." But Jesus said Peter didn't need a whole bath. Peter was already clean in his heart because he believed in Jesus and God had forgiven his sins. Jesus washed all of his friends' feet and then he sat back down at the table. "Do you know why I washed your feet?" he asked. Jesus taught his friends something important. "I am your teacher and Lord," he said. "I want you to follow my example. Wash one another's feet. Serve one another." Jesus ate the Passover meal with his friends. While they ate, Jesus took the bread. He blessed and broke it and gave it to the other men. "Take this and eat it. This is like my body," he said. Then Jesus took a cup and thanked God. He gave it to his friends and said, "Take a drink. This is like my blood." After the meal, Jesus and his friends sang songs and went to a mountain outside of the city. Jesus loved and helped his friends and taught them to love and help each other. Jesus loved and helped us by doing for us what we could never do. Jesus is our King who died on the cross to rescue us from our sin.
What do you think it would be like if someone had gotten a towel out and started washing your feet at a party? How would you feel? In today's story, Jesus, God's Son, washed all of his disciples' feet before they sat down for the Passover meal. Jesus washed their feet, which is a humble act that was usually reserved for a servant. In this, Jesus also set forth an example of love and humility for his disciples to mirror in their own actions towards one another. So, what are some ways that you can serve your family in love like Jesus did? See you next week.